Kim Ji-won finally reveals the truth. This is why she didn't hesitate to protect Kim Soo Hyun. What really happened behind the cameras? Why did Kim Ji-won step forward without a moment's doubt, risking it all to stand by Kim Soo Hyun? Whispers of betrayal, hidden contracts, and a moment that changed everything. The truth is more shocking than anyone imagined. Let's uncover the full story right now with Red Carpet revealed. He was the only one who stood by her when the world turned its back. I owed him that much. Kim Ji-won, with tears in her eyes. When the scandal involving the late actress Kim Saeron erupted like wildfire across Korean media, very few expected that the consequences would reach so deeply into the lives of some of the industry's most beloved stars. But behind the glossy press photos and red carpet smiles, a storm had been brewing, one that threatened to destroy careers, friendships, and reputations. And at the center of it all was a name no one had expected: Kim Soo Hyun. The scandal that shook the nation. In late 2024, the entertainment world was blindsided by an explosive leak. Kim Saeron, once hailed as a rising star, was allegedly involved in a string of behind-the-scenes financial manipulations and secret recordings, many of which involved conversations with high-profile actors. Some of the tapes were said to reveal confidential casting decisions, relationship secrets, and shocking accusations about abuse of power within major broadcasting companies. At first, Kim Soo Hyun's name was only whispered, mentioned in a grainy transcript allegedly recovered from a corrupted device belonging to Kim Saeron. But soon tabloids began spinning theories. Did Kim Soo Hyun have a hand in helping her cover up? Was he part of a silent alliance protecting her? Just as netizens began demanding answers, Kim Ji-won, normally quiet and reserved when it comes to controversy, did something completely unexpected. She stood up, publicly, fiercely, and without hesitation. He was innocent. I knew it then and I know it now. In an exclusive interview with Red Carpet revealed, Kim Ji-won finally broke her silence. And what she revealed not only stunned the public, it redefined the entire scandal. Everyone was ready to throw him under the bus, she said, her voice trembling. But none of them knew what I did. According to Ji-won, the truth lay in a private meeting that took place in February 2023, almost a year before the scandal went public. Kim Saeron had contacted Kim Soo Hyun in a panic, claiming she had recorded several conversations she feared would be used against her by her former agency. Su Hyun, out of compassion, offered to help her find legal advice, but strictly told her to never release the tapes. He never listened to them. He never shared them. He wasn't protecting her crimes. He was protecting her as a person, someone he had worked with, someone who was clearly spiraling. Ji-won emphasized, that's the kind of person he is. But the turning point came when the tapes were leaked. An altered version of a conversation between Soo Hyun and Saeron went viral, painting him as complicit. The full version, however, revealed that he was actually begging her not to go public with anything that could hurt others. It was Kim Ji-won who had the unedited recording, the secret meeting that changed everything. In the days following the leak, Ji-won was urged by her management to stay silent. But she couldn't. Not when she had watched a good man's name being torn apart in real time. Without consulting anyone, she made a personal call to a veteran journalist she trusted and offered the full version of the tape under one condition: that they never release the audio but allow her to speak on the record. It was this brave act that stopped the wave of hate against Soo Hyun in its tracks. He never once asked me to step in. In fact, he told me to keep my distance to protect my image. She smiled bitterly. But how could I when I saw him being crucified for showing basic human decency? Why did she risk her career? The question on everyone's mind: why did Kim Ji-won risk everything, her endorsements, her roles, her carefully built image, to protect Kim Soo Hyun? Their fans have long speculated about their off-screen bond, often rooted in their natural chemistry during joint appearances and award show moments. But Ji-won shut down any rumors of romance. It wasn't love, not like that, it was loyalty. He saved me once too, when I was going through a breakdown after my drama flopped and the company was ready to cut me off. He showed up at my door with food and silence. He didn't offer advice. He just stayed. I'll never forget that. The emotion in her voice was undeniable. This was a debt not paid out of obligation but of fierce loyalty and rare gratitude, one that many in the industry seemed to have forgotten in their rush to save themselves. Following Kim Ji-won's bold revelation, murmurs began to surface from industry insiders, hints that she had been warned, even threatened by powerful figures within the entertainment world. An anonymous source from a top-tier agency admitted there were whispers that Ji-won's management received a discreet message: if she speaks, she won't work again this year. That's how brutal it gets when someone steps out of line. The Korean entertainment industry, long known for its tight-lipped culture and emphasis on image, has often discouraged its stars from engaging in controversy even when truth and justice are at stake. Ji-won's defiance of that unspoken rule didn't just risk her career, it broke an unbreakable code. Yet she remained unwavering. Even as brand deals paused and her agency scrambled to contain the media fallout, she stood in front of the flashing cameras and said one thing: let them take everything. But they won't take the truth. That single quote sent shockwaves through online communities and industry boardrooms alike. It wasn't just a defense of a friend, it was a battle cry. Kim Soo Hyun's silent struggle. While Ji-won became the unexpected voice of reason, Kim Soo Hyun himself remained devastatingly silent. The usually poised and composed actor canceled multiple public engagements, including a highly anticipated film premiere, and was notably absent from several industry events where he had been nominated for major awards. Paparazzi photos captured him walking alone near the Han River late at night, head low, face obscured by a hoodie. For fans, the image was haunting, the once unshakable star now reduced to a ghost of his former self. A close friend speaking under condition of anonymity revealed he was broken not because people believed the worst of him, but because he couldn't believe how fast they turned. People he had trusted for years disappeared overnight. But when Ji-won called, he cried. He actually cried. This raw human reaction only deepened public empathy. The narrative was no longer about a possible scandal. It was about betrayal, loyalty, and survival in a world that often forgets its stars are human. Industry power shifts, who knew what? As more details came to light, the scandal's focus widened. A former staffer at Saeron's ex-agency claimed that certain higher-ups had been aware of the controversial recordings long before they were leaked, but had intentionally held them back to use as leverage. Worse, the same source alleged that once Kim Saeron's behavior became erratic in her final year, those in charge abandoned her to protect their image. This raised new questions. Was Kim Soo Hyun simply collateral damage in a much larger scheme? Were others set up to fall so the agency's leadership could quietly exit without blame? And why, among all the voices in the industry, was Kim Ji-won the only one willing to challenge that silence? Fans rally and demand accountability. Public sentiment has taken a sharp turn. A social media movement under the hashtag "We Stand With Ji-won" and Soo Hyun began trending within hours of Ji-won's interview airing. Fans flooded networks and entertainment companies with demands to clear Soo Hyun's name and honor Ji-won's integrity. I didn't even know how much I loved them until I saw them stand for each other, like that one user wrote on a popular forum. This is the kind of loyalty we don't even see in films. Another posted side-by-side images of Ji-won during her debut years and now captioned, "From rising star to righteous warrior." Kim Saeron's final note. A hidden message. In the most shocking development yet, a letter believed to be written by Kim Saeron shortly before her tragic passing has resurfaced. Found in a private notebook discovered by her family, the entry was written in shaky handwriting and read, "If it all comes crashing down, I hope someone tells the real story. I never meant to hurt him. He was the one person who still treated me like I was worth saving." While the family has not released the full contents of the journal, this single line has reignited fierce emotions. It suggests that perhaps even Kim Saeron, in her most unstable moments, recognized Kim Soo Hyun's pure intentions and felt guilt for dragging him into her unraveling world. Some netizens are now calling for an official memorial event, not only to honor her legacy, but to correct the narrative that painted her last years in only darkness.